How's everybody doing? I'm gonna run this podcast today.
I can, but...
Nah, keep it going. This is good for the bloopers.
No, it's cool. No, it's cool.
Come on. Alright, right over here. Alright. They're hearing this right now?
Yeah.
The people? Well, guys, I better introduce my guest here. Welcome back, by the way. Life Coach Kochka podcast, episode Dose. Today, I am here with one of my other best friends, since first grade as well, I believe. Mr. Tyler Marcus Slaton.
Thank you for having me. I'd like to make a shout out to Seth behind the desk. This could not be possible without him, so.
For sure, yeah. So, like with Chris Picard, who you're also friends with, by the way.
Yes.
And you also go to ASU with him.
Correct.
Yeah, that's, wow, small world, right? I want you to kind of give, like, a synopsis, a summary of, like, your life so far from childhood, middle school, high school, and where you are right now.
So, I grew up here in San Diego, just a couple houses down from this one that we're in right now. Attended Park Village Elementary, where I met you.
Yep.
We used to play like flag football and at ESS, and then we had summer ESS together too. So all the way to the end of 5th grade, and then we went to Mesa Verde Middle School.
Yep.
And that was rough. Not my finest years, but we got through it, and then we ended up at Westview High School. Go Wolverines!
Yeah.
We don't really have like a logo or anything, so
yeah.
Let's see, over there I played football and I did track, and ultimately my senior year, that's how I ended up in this. But that's another story later on, so.
Ooh, yeah. Real quick, though, so you're sick as well, right?
Yes, a little bit.
Dude, so I just want to let the people know, freaking Chris Picard, poor genetics got me sick, so I'm probably going to be sniffling a lot during this podcast. So Chris, you freaking Frenchman, like, I'm just pissed about that.
Poor genetics.
Yeah, he literally gave me poor genetics, because, like, I'm sniffling and coughing. Like, I tried to take a nap before this, and I couldn't sleep. I couldn't breathe.
I think you need to try some herbal teas and stuff,
Yeah, like Camille or whatever.
Well,
Earl
so
Grey.
what I've been taking is there's some stuff called Cold Calm that you could take.
Okay, yeah.
There's also some other roots and stuff that I can't think
Roots,
of the
like
top
what,
of my head.
ginger or something?
Yes.
Actually, though?
Yeah.
I know ginger lemon tea is pretty good for you.
Echinacea Gold Seal. Look it up.
All right, yeah, for sure. What else? Let's see. I lost my train of thought. Oh, this is something funny. So, I mentioned this earlier off camera, but I have a conspiracy theory that you're like a super alpha male.
Me?
Yes, ever since elementary school.
So.
Yeah, we're going to go way back. So, I remember when you were friends with, shout out to Preston Nguyen, way back in the day. We're talking, like
the
3rd
boy.
grade. The boy.
That's my dog.
And I remember when, like, we were kids. We're kids, by the way, so this is kid stuff, just letting people know. Back in the field, I remember when you were hanging out with Preston, and Preston was, like, 2 feet behind you, and you were, like, talking about, like, SpongeBob and stuff. And I remember the classic where you did the hand clap thing back in elementary school.
Yeah.
Dude, that was... And the reason why I say you're an alpha is because, like, wherever you went, Preston followed. And then me and Chris were also, like, the betas in that friendship, too. Because what I mean by that is, like, we thought you were so cool. Because you always, like, started, like... Well, I would say we always started a trend together back in elementary school. Mm-hmm. Like, we had our, I guess, like, events and stuff we call as kids. We've had some crazy stuff. That's another time story. But, like, I would say even middle school, you were an alpha male. And the reason why I bring it up, you remember the boy Elijah? Yeah, the Mexican dude?
Oh,
8th grade?
yeah.
That was another thing, bro. Like, he followed you. You were like the mama duck, and he was the duckling. He was just like quack, quack, quack right behind you, bro.
It's funny because, I never saw myself like that, to be honest.
Really?
I just always saw myself just as, like, another person,
Probably my insecurity. That's probably what it is. But it's interesting because so you met him, like, what, 8th grade? Was it 8th grade year?
Yeah.
8th grade, yeah. But then even then in high school, like, Chris became, like, the second in charge. I remember Chris was quack, 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 quacking all the way behind you as well, high school year. I mean, we could debate that when Chris comes on another time, but the reason, I just feel like you got along with so many people so well that's why I kind of compare you to that. Obviously, you share like you're very charismatic and kind and stuff. Like you're not like the you know what I mean. You're not like a Chad.
No, yeah.
Like you know what I mean by that.
I get kind of.
Like you were always like the leader of things and like you cared for people and like you never saw yourself as like popular because you were humble about it because like you know you're always good at sports, which we'll get into with what's going on with this over here. You're always good at sports. You kind of like I believe you're the one who motivated me to do football. I think because because I remember back in like 5th grade we did flag football and then you were kind of like you should sign up for that and I did and then I remember we played 8th grade year. That was a good year and then we played freshman sophomore year as well and you kind of like motivated me to play football so that was pretty cool.
Exactly. I mean I never wanted to like bring anybody down because it's like what's the point of doing that?
For sure. We have too many people out in the world like that.
Always be positive. Wear that wristband around.
Shout out to Tommy, bro. Positivity, man.
Tommy Ryan, good
dude.
Guy.
Tommy, get on here. But sorry about that. What was I gonna say? So I guess might as well just get into the freaking African elephant in the room. What's with the sling?
A sling. So my senior year of high school, I was playing football and I was going in for a tackle against this big running back from RBV, and when I hit him, I felt something slip, and then throughout the rest of the tackle, it actually got like impinged a little bit. It wasn't completely dislocated, but it was like slightly out. Yeah. And so I had to like sit out, and they had to pop it back in. But that was basically the beginning of my shoulder problems. Right. Later on that season, I ended up dislocating my other shoulder during practice, tackling Bryce Williams. Shout out to him. Ooh, Bryce. So that happened too. And then this last summer in 2019, playing football at the beach, and my boy Sel was making a cut back. I extended my arm, and the moment I hit the sand, completely dislocated, and my bone was sticking out pretty far. But there was like nothing that the lifeguards could do, so Chris actually had to drive me to the hospital.
Which is genetics?
No. This was Clutch Genetics right here.
Oh, gotcha.
He had to drive me to the hospital because I wasn't gonna take an ambulance.
Right. Yeah.
That's expensive.
Yeah, dude.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, I got you.
So
what happened when you got there?
We drove there, and I had to wait in urgent care for about another 30 minutes. Well, this is still out. So I mean,
wait, is this just like? Is this a hospital or like a clinic?
This is like it's an entire hospital. This was like the main hospital because Kaiser just has like everything all located in like one like central.
Bro, you gotta switch that insurance, bro.
I know.
I remember when
don't ever get Kaiser.
Yeah, like quick story. My sister-in-law has Kaiser, and she had like this weird like inflammation. I guess my brother took my sister-in-law to Kaiser, and this was like a really like scary hours, like midnight, 1 a.m. And while they're at the hospital, this crazy dude with a gun goes in like the urgent care lobby, and he's like, "All right, guys, if I don't get my medication, I'm shooting up the place."
It's escalated extremely quick.
I'm dead ass, dude. Like, and my brother is like, "We have to run." Yeah. Like, so they ran outside to the parking lot, and apparently, like, the police was called like literally 10 seconds after he made that threat. Of course. But like, and I'm like, dude, if that happened, I would immediately drop. Like, you know.
Oh, you gotta get the hell out of there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not time to mess around with somebody who has a gun.
Yeah, dude, like, and I didn't believe it at first. I'm like, that is so crazy to happen. Like, some dude with a gun just wants to shoot.
It's a crazy world now. I mean, you never know what can happen.
Dude, for sure. Now, so, what was like, so you're currently, so you just went through surgery, right?
Mm-hmm. So I had surgery about 3 weeks ago from today.
Yeah.
I had surgery on my labrum. It was completely torn, and I also had some surgery done with the bone because it was out for so long. I actually had damaged the main bone.
I got you. Yeah.
So they had to do some stuff with that.
Didn't it like inject dye or something into you? Like something that was like
like
so sus?
After it had been dislocated, to make sure that nothing else was like damaged, they had to do an MRI scan, and that's when they had to inject dye.
Whoa, did you feel weird about that?
Kinda. They had like an MRI, and then the dude he like jumped on my arm and like injected the needle on me, so that hurt pretty bad. But other than that, I mean, it was cool to watch because you could see the ink like coming out in the MRI.
I'm squeamish, dude. So like, how long do you think until it was like 100% healed, or will never heal?
6 months.
6 months.
I have 6 months until it's completely healed.
Okay.
4 months until I could start doing like push-ups and planks and all that.
Right.
But I mean, it was a pretty bad. I mean, it was worse than they actually thought it was before I went in for surgery.
And this is still from senior year, like this same injury.
Yeah, so
right?
it started in senior year,
Yeah.
but I played on it or whatever.
Right.
Didn't think much of it because I mean, it wasn't giving me any problems or whatever
Right.
up until last summer. So
Yeah, I know for sure. Wow. So is that like?
So that's.
Are there any other like major injuries you had in the past?
Not major. This is probably the worst one.
Yeah.
I mean, my junior year, I'd fractured my wrist. But
Ooh.
I mean, that wasn't anything like too bad.
It's all from sports too, right? All these injuries.
Sports related.
Yeah. I never got hurt. Maybe because like the fat kid, like I had that cushion to protect me. Because I was a lineman, so I got that cushion.
Made plays, bro. We had some good times.
Bro, I remember. I know this is about you, but I remember that one time. I think it was 8th grade. I forget what team we were playing. It was a night game, and I was on defense. You were on defense on the field with me, and there was this guy running the ball, and then like literally like 2 seconds after, you're like, Kevin, you got him. I'm like, what? And then like it happened so fast where I knocked the wind out of that one kid, and he was just like laying on the ground like breathing really heavily.
That.
Like that was such a cool moment. I'm like, wow, that was my first like real tackle too.
That was like the first time you knocked it.
Like I had no idea what happened. I was like, what happened?
All happened
so
quick.
Yeah, so fast. But yeah, so I asked Chris this on the first podcast, but how was the transition from like high school to like ASU life? Would you say?
It was good. I mean, honestly, like Westview actually really like helped.
Really?
Because going in, I mean, it was like pretty easy, very similar. Honestly, I'm not even joking.
Westview's probably harder, right?
I mean, yeah, Westview like definitely had some harder classes. Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, just going in, it's the exact same like system and everything.
Right.
Semester.
Yeah.
So we basically would go in, and then we had the like couple weeks to like get used to everything, and then we had midterms and all that.
Right.
And then before Christmas break, you take your finals, and then you're done with that class.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to worry about like over Christmas break, like the classes and all that stuff. So worked out really well. I mean, I didn't really have a problem transitioning. And then plus my brother was there my freshman year, so that helped a lot too. I had him and then his roommates and friends. So, I mean, it was just like pretty easy for me, honestly.
Right.
I didn't have any like too much of a struggle.
Now now this year it's different because your brother is out of college and he's working. What does he do now?
So he works at Hilti up in LA.
Okay,
So he's over there by LAX, and they sell construction equipment.
Cool.
Private
Gotcha.
company though, so you can't like.
So then now, so you're kind of like even more independent because he was kind of like with you all the time. How does it feel now when you don't have like a family member like near? You know what I mean? Like you're like 100% independent at this point in the sense of
It's
like,
good. I mean, I like it. I like being
it?
independent, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, being able to do my own things,
Right.
like freedom. Don't have the parents watching over my
Dude,
shoulder all the time.
Yep.
Because, I mean, growing up, they were always on me. So it's really nice to just be able to go out there and just, like, choose whatever I want to do. I don't have to, like, answer to anybody, you know?
Right.
So, and plus, I mean, I have a good roommates and everything, too. So.
Yeah. Okay, we're back in. Okay, let's switch gears now, bro. So you're Japanese, Mexican, and black.
That is correct.
How does it feel to have mostly negative stereotypes?
I mean, honestly, I live up to them, a lot of them, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I don't see it as a bad thing. I mean,
Right, no,
I try
for
to
sure,
take it as like a joke. I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
It's always funny just to like mess around with people and stuff. I mean, I don't think you really should take them like too seriously because most of the time they're honestly true. But I mean, I can't speak for like everyone on that. But
Right.
I mean, I just like having fun, and then I joke around with a lot of people with them too.
Yeah.
So.
Do they mix it? Because I remember back in like high school, people thought you're Hawaiian. I remember you try to like play it off like you were like.
I try to. I mean, whenever I go to Hawaii, I just try to play it off like I'm a local over there.
Yeah, 'cause
try to get the deals and stuff.
Right. 'Cause like if you didn't say you were Japanese, I would have believed you that you're Hawaiian.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. Either that or Filipino. That's what a lot of people.
Bro, yeah, you try to ride that Filipino train too. Shout out to
The
Seth,
Filipino,
bro.
the biggest Filipino around.
Philip in the back, dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Black.
I have terrible mic etiquette. Damn. Are we leave that in there too? That was good.
I have terrible mic etiquette.
It's true, bro.
It's okay.
Now, what about? Okay, so what are you majoring in? What kind of career are you looking?
So right now I'm in a interdisciplinary science.
Okay.
With it's kind of like 2 concentrations with business and then family and health development.
Okay.
So I mean I'm kind of just open to anything, just in that like general field.
Right.
Kind of business or just like the medical field.
Yeah.
But the only like medical classes that they had at Tempe were all in the downtown campus, and I didn't really want to make that commute because it's pretty like tough and stuff.
Yeah.
See that rhyme, everybody?
Yeah.
But so yeah, I just did the family and health development, which is
like, what is that though?
good.
Like,
basically,
like what kind of jobs offer that? Like, so I can kind of grasp. Like,
I mean, it's kind of like nursing and all.
Oh,
that.
okay.
So I mean, kind of just also just to get a feel of like the medical field a little bit, because if I liked it, then I was just gonna possibly go do medical school, depending.
So wait, so you might be like a nurse? Is that what you're thinking?
Well, not necessarily.
Because remember, okay, yeah, I shouldn't say that. But like originally you want to do sports medicine, right?
I did,
Yeah.
but it's just a lot of work and to take up a lot of time. So I mean,
Okay, yeah.
I just have to make up my mind with that.
So like, if you could make like $100K a year working at like an old retirement home, would you do it? Like doing physical therapy, like for old people? Like, would you take that kind of job or?
I don't know if I jump right into the senior center that off like
100K
that quick.
a year, dude. Yeah, I see.
Possibly.
Yeah, just
money talks.
Especially if some oldies just farts on you. You know, it's just gross. Yeah, I've been there before.
True.
It's kind of depressing place because.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, the other thing too about hospitals is it's just depressing because everybody's like hurt or like really sick,
Yeah,
and the
bro.
people like I had physical therapy today, and this one lady looked so sick and just she was like, I'm hurting all around, and it just looked so
Is
depressing.
she a boomer?
Huh? Older than that.
Oh my god, she's
I mean,
like,
she was like old.
oh, like
She
World
was just
War
like,
II?
I'm
like,
hurt.
I
Oh
remember
my
the war? Like that kind of old?
Nom.
Oh, no. Okay, I got you. Well, dude, that's bringing a depressing topic because my sister's a nurse and she works at Rady's Children's Hospital.
That's
and it's
the
like
cancer one, right?
Yeah, and it's like literally kids with cancer. It's like the saddest job in the world.
Yeah.
And she like legit.
I mean, that's the thing. I wouldn't want to. I mean,
That's
like
yeah,
you're
it's-
helping them, but at the same time,
It's
it's just
depressing because like people like literally die. Like, I think on a weekly basis, she knows someone like
No,
a
yeah.
patient and they pass away. It's like a really tough job, emotionally.
especially if you like get emotionally attached to these people.
Yeah. So we're talking about hospitals, right? So you wouldn't want to work there.
Child's ready. Huh?
So you would not want to work like at a hospital.
Nah, I mean, like if it came down to it, like I wouldn't.
Uh-huh.
Like, but it's not like first job that I want is like to work in a hospital.
Bro, but you know how cool it'd be if you did go in the sports med and you like worked for like an NFL team or
Well,
something.
I mean, yeah, something like that
That'd
would
be
be fun.
sick.
I would not have a problem doing that, being like
Yeah.
on the sideline for
Yeah,
NFL
exactly.
games and stuff.
Get free
so,
tickets and stuff like that.
You know, I mean, I would just see where this, like what I'm doing, see where it gets me. You know,
Right.
Kind of just playing it by ear. You know,
No, I got you.
day by day.
Day by day. Yeah. I asked Chris this as well. Like anything, kind of like any hobbies or passions you have going on right now in your life.
Well, when I'm done with this, I'd like to try to walk onto the ASU track team, but
Oh yeah, cause what was your didn't you break the record in long jump,
triple
jump? Yeah.
back in my senior year,
What was the height or whatever measurements?
45 feet and like 9 inches or something like that.
And no one's broken that record, right?
Nah, not yet. One day it will be broken.
Yeah,
though,
dude,
but
this freaking Medilla or something.
I'll take it in for now. I mean,
That's so cool. Yeah. Like yeah. Think about it. You have a record like in the book. Like, That's so cool.
But
So
I
you-
mean,
Yeah. So you think you can walk on?
I mean, if they give me an opportunity, I'd like to. Originally, I wanted to try to walk onto the football team, but
yeah.
now with this, I mean,
Oh yeah.
football career is pretty much done because
Yeah,
one
dude.
more, I'm gonna have to get a shoulder replacement. So.
Right. Yeah.
But I mean, it's not the end of the world, you know.
Right.
But I mean, other than that, I just any like joining in clubs or something like that this semester.
Yeah.
See what's around there. There's a program called Sparks at ASU that like
Okay.
helps talk to like the kids over there in in Arizona, and they kind of like influence them to go to like college and stuff.
Oh, you're one of those guys.
Well, possibly.
Bro, I have beef with some high school counselors because like I feel like they always have to meet a quota. Like you know how like in high school they're like, hey, you need to go to college.
No, yeah, I know what you mean.
Because of reasons.
Like
Because
the
we don't want you to
ambassador
be
people.
like a stripper or something like that. You know what I mean? Like
No,
we
yeah,
want you
yeah.
to be successful and work for some recruiter company at Aerotech. Shout out to Michael Kochka. But he doesn't work there anymore. But yeah, like is it like it's not like they don't have to like have a quota, right? It's not like they're just like, hey man, like just
go out there and just influence kids.
Do your
Try
best.
to do exactly.
yeah.
But yeah, I do know what you mean. The quota, the whole
It's
thing.
just gross. It's like it's not authentic. It's not honest.
No, yeah,
about
you're
it.
doing it for a job, basically.
Yeah, well, that's like every job. But
True.
but so I got exciting news.
What's up?
So I mentioned earlier off camera that I took a test, right?
My phone is gone.
Wait, is this a good distance right here? Can I be like this far away?
Can I be like
Hello? Is this a good distance? Here? Like, I'm literally my back's gonna like cave in, dude. Like, do you have a back brace? You also keep this in.
Kevin,
This
I
is
think you're right. Your couch ate
the
it.
couch ate it.
I see it.
Okay. It's lost forever at this point. Like this? Keep this in here too. Oh my god, dude.
Like this?
Can you see my mouth? Like on the camera? Okay, good. My beautiful, my fugly face.
Lick some lips.
Oh, my laps are my laps are chipped. My lips are so chapped. That's what
My laps are shit, bro.
as I was saying, well, that's not good. Anyways, as I was saying, we're keeping that in too. As I was saying, I took a test today, like an online personality test, and it's official. It's gonna like blow your mind. You're like, dude, it makes so much sense. Like, I get you now, Kevin. But I took a test today, and based on the results, I am mildly autistic.
Is it?
Yeah, dude, I have the results on my phone.
So it just said you're
Mildly autistic, yeah. It makes so much sense though. Think about it. Like, just the way I act and stuff. Like,
well. So I mean, how accurate is this test?
I paid $2 for it, so I used to pay money. So like, you know.
There wasn't like a trial or free version.
No, like they're like, hey man, get your PayPal on here. I'm like, I really wanted to know because like I was listening to another podcast where this guy's like autistic and he's just like yeah, I don't like hanging out with big groups of people. I like to spend time by myself. I like to think creatively on my own time. I'm like, dude, this is literally me. Like, what the hell?
I mean, it also just sounds like an introvert.
Yeah, but but he was like, well, I took the test, and yes, I was like, so I'm definitely on the spectrum.
I mean, it
makes sense.
Has
though.
a doctor ever?
No, I have not been diagnosed.
I mean, I think you should trust a doctor.
Here's the thing, though. My parents put me on the BS like you know like Juice WRLD.
Yeah.
Like, when he was on the Breakfast Club, he talked. Did you ever watch that? Okay, so he was basically talking about like he took drugs to help him concentrate in school, like ADD medicine. I was on that as a kid, and my parents were like, "No, Kevin, you're special. Like there's nothing wrong with you, but we just want to put you on these drugs to make you concentrate in school." I'm like, then if I'm
well, I mean that means you just have ADHD.
well, yeah, but like, but that ruined middle school for me because I got fat because of it. Like whenever I took it, like it made me not feel hungry anymore. It was the weirdest thing. Like I would feel full.
Yeah.
And so I would never eat breakfast or lunch, and I'll gorge like at dinner time. And it's like it messed me up emotionally too. It was weird. I don't think it has to do with the autism, but you know what I mean. But like,
no, yeah, I got you.
It's just weird.
That is interesting. I don't know. Maybe look into.
I mean, come on, you've known me for freaking 20 years, or not?
I mean,
20,
I wouldn't.
really 20, but
I wouldn't say you're autistic though.
I mean, come on, dude.
I think everybody has their moments.
I mean,
that's just everybody. Like
I have a
everybody
lot
has
of moments.
their dummy moments, you know.
Yeah. Shout out to remember JJ, dude, high school.
A great guy.
He was a good dude. Yeah. But yeah. So, okay, go ahead. No, you.
I was gonna say, how's school going for you?
Well, I'm off right now. I had like over a month break, but last term I flunked statistics, which is weird because autists, I like to call them, including me in this, so that's not offensive. I'm just saying, like,
he's one of them now, by everybody.
They're supposed to be good at math and stuff like that. So like, what the hell is wrong with me? Like, am I just a special autist? You know what I mean? Not to comment on
you
that.
just have to find the strength.
But I did really good in my communications class. I got to be in that, and then my psychology got to be in that as well. Maybe because I actually cared about it too. Huh? You know when you like care, like in a class you do better in. Yeah. Like, for example, like what subject do you hate?
Math.
Really? I thought you hated English too.
I mean,
or history.
I didn't like English because the English teachers would always grade me hard. But then in college it was a lot more easier.
Yeah.
So I mean, I could kind of just like BS my papers and
get
like pretty nice grades.
Use Chegg. That
online site thing? You can't use Chegg for papers.
Okay.
You can use them for like math and stuff, but you can't. I mean,
no, for citations, right?
Oh, I mean, still you don't use Chegg.
What? I use Chegg
for
citations, MLA format.
I've never used Chegg for that.
Grammarly.com.
I use I use Grammarly.com. But I've never used Chegg.
Okay.
Isn't that like the homework help site?
I think so.
Chegg.
Yeah, Chegg.
Yeah, it's used for like math and all that over there.
Really? Because I use it for papers. Because you have to pay for that.
Because I
stuff.
use Purdue Owl.
Oh yeah. No, So you type in like MLA format like on Google, and then you go to like a Purdue website.
Well,
when
it's
I
just
click
like
on
the first one.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I click on that, and it says, "Okay, click this link," and then it sends me the Chegg like website.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Seems like we're gonna have to research this.
We have to research, yeah. But what was I gonna say? Like, so, where do you see yourself in like 5 years? Would you say?
5 years.
Yeah.
Graduated with college.
Yep, hopefully.
Probably out in Vegas somewhere.
You want to live in Vegas?
Mm-hmm.
What made you decide that area?
Just always kind of liked it out there. There's a lot of new developments and like housing going out there too. So I mean, it's cheaper than here, and I can get a bigger house than here for cheaper.
Yep.
So
okay.
I mean, I can't complain about that ever. So, and then I mean, like I said, I kind of just like the area outside of the strip too. I mean, it's just like a pretty nice.
So like the suburbs area.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, on the strip is way too much traffic and stuff.
Dude,
I just could not
probably
deal with
hookers
that.
there too. I want to deal with that.
So, and plus, I already live in a desert right now. So.
Yeah, so you're like acclimated to that.
Yeah, by the time I like 5 years from now, I'll be pretty used to that.
But what I always notice whenever I leave San Diego and I come back to it, I like take it for granted. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's actually a really nice city here.
Because I mean, I used to take it for granted, and then when I went over to the Arizona, I saw how much different it was compared to here. So I mean, coming home, it's always nice to see just like the hills and everything.
Right. Yeah.
It's completely flat out over there. So.
Yeah, exactly. And we got the ocean and stuff like that. Yeah.
True. I mean, we have lakes, but
really,
yeah.
Oh.
We have like Lake Havasu, and then we have like the Tempe Town Lake, which is like a man-made.
Do
like,
things actually live in there, like fish and stuff?
Fish? I think they throw fish in there. Oh well, no, it's like kind of dirty, so I don't know.
Oh, okay, yeah, polluted or something like that. Yeah. Anything on your mind? What was that nose thing, dude?
Nice nose flare.
Got me off topic of that.
Got you off guard.
Yeah, caught me off guard.
Nah, but I mean, go back tomorrow. I'm trying to leave first thing in the morning, so I'll get there probably around noonish.
How's the drive?
It's like long, but like not at the same time.
Yeah.
Because once you pass like the mountains and stuff, you're basically just desert.
Right, and it's like what, 5 hours, 6 hours?
5 hours, 6 hours,
6
depending.
hours.
I mean, if you like stop to get something to eat, about 6 hours.
Right, gotcha.
So.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Get a little energy drink. So right about Yuma is where it like starts to feel long.
Freaking Yuma, dude.
Nothing.
Are there like a lot of meth heads there?
I've never actually explored the town like throughout there, but that's what I have heard. There's some weird people.
It's a rumor going on, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Normally I just drive through. I'll stop at a gas station probably because normally.
Oh. It's like the worst stop to stop.
No, it's the best because the gas is cheap.
Yeah, but like the meth heads are probably just you know, like, ugh.
Well, I mean, as long as they don't attack me, I don't have any problems.
But have you, like, now, yeah, how's the, what would you say? Like, what's the culture like out of, like, have you been, like, around, like, Tempe, like, the actual city besides the camp? You know what I mean? Have they, like, kind of ventured
driven around a little bit.
How's that, like,
so
life like?
Mesa's right next to Tempe. It's literally, you drive down a street, you cross, like, a bridge, and you're in Mesa.
Yeah.
It's, like, it's nice. I mean, you really don't see, like, much crime or anything going on.
Yeah.
Like, Tempe alone is kind of, like, known. There's, like, some sketchy, like, parts.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because it's just, like, the lighting's dim, and then we have, like, the crackheads and stuff.
Oh,
they
do the cracks there. Okay, gotcha.
So there's a place called QT that everyone goes Quick Trip.
Okay.
And so a lot of the time there'll just be people like posted up like on the tables just doing like coke and stuff.
Dude. Oh.
Like it's late at night though. I mean that's not like till late. So.
Right.
But it's not really bad honestly. I mean normally I'm with like people and stuff. So
yeah, for sure.
I mean not too afraid about getting run up.
Yeah,
on.
no, you should be okay. Yeah. So yeah, Las Vegas. That's an interesting place. Like, now, how about this? Anything like? Let's get deep with this. Raw and uncut.
Raw.
Yeah. Slide in.
How a GP used to be.
Oh my god, yeah. Wasn't he like a savage back in the day?
He was. Rolling Stone.
Any crazy stories of GP?
I mean, he said one time he was with this chick and the guy came home early from deployment. He had to jump out the window.
Oh my god.
Because he was coming upstairs.
And this is during like the civil rights movement, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some sketchy times, definitely.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
he really could have gotten.
Oh my god, where is he living at the time? Because that depends.
Texas.
I could see
So, I
some
mean,
stuff going down there.
He did. He had to get in the military because
Air Force.
Air
Right?
Force. My bad, not military.
Now, was he like? Do you know? Was he like an all black like Air Force group?
So
like that?
when he
'Cause back
joined,
then-
he was actually part of the first group to actually be in the. They started doing like together.
Oh, really?
I forgot
That's
what
cool.
they called them, but they stopped doing the segregated like stuff.
This is like in the
So he-
60s, right?
This is
Right.
before then. This is like
50s.
50s.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
So they it was like the first time he had ever been with like that many like white people and stuff.
got you,
And
yeah.
it was the first time that many white people had been with like black
Right,
people like
yeah.
that. So he said it was a little bit like different because I mean they'd like look and stuff, but
Right. But do they have like a bond? Because I feel like every time people in the military, they have like a really tight bond with people.
Well,
like,
so,
is
I
he
mean-
like he's still in contact with those guys or not really?
nah, I mean a lot of those people are gone now.
Yeah, they're gone, yeah.
Unfortunately, I
Yeah,
mean
okay.
he's almost 90 now.
That's
so
crazy. Wow.
I mean I don't even know. He said he had one friend, like good friend.
Yeah.
But he's long gone now.
Yeah.
So.
I gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to think. Most of his friends, I mean, God, I can't even think. A lot of them kind of live out in like Nebraska, and they're from like the federal
Okay,
union
yeah.
or the SAC credit union. That's where he used to work. At.
Yeah.
So a lot of them just live out there, and he calls them from time to time.
Right.
You know, checks up on them.
So wait, that's what's so interesting about your grandpa. Was he stationed in Japan? That's how he met your grandma, right? Is that how
Well,
that
so
worked?
yeah, so he started off in Texas, and then he
Okay.
went over to Tennessee, I think,
Okay.
for training, and then he went to the West Coast
Yeah.
in like Sacramento or San Fran,
Okay.
and then took a boat from there to Japan
Whoa.
because like back then I don't think they had planes. Could be wrong, but
Yeah.
he just
We'll
took
fact
boats
check
back
that.
then.
Yeah.
So it took like 2 weeks
Yeah.
by boat, and so he was out there in Japan for some time. Met my grandma, and then
Right.
he had to go back, but she didn't have like she couldn't like come back with him. So
Yeah.
he said like, I'll be back in a year or whatever, and if you're
Wow.
like not married, like we'll do it or whatever. So
We'll do it. Yeah.
comes back a year later, and I mean, the rest is history.
Wow,
comes back with him.
And okay, that's like super unusual during that time too, right? Because
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
like
no,
just
yeah.
at that time, like,
Yeah, and so he came
like-
back. Huh?
beautiful thing. like
It's
were-
one of
were
those
her
love
were her
stories.
parents pissed? You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I mean,
Probably. Like, oh,
I never
you
like
can't have
asked him
this,
too much about it, but
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, true,
Wow.
probably.
That's crazy. Like, because like even now, you know, people are like, you can't marry her. It's
Yeah,
just
true.
Whatever. Kind
Just
of deal.
strict.
Right? Yeah. It's just weird. Like he was like a trailblazer in that. Like legit, because that was like right after the whole civil rights stuff type of deal. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy. So they moved back in
So
Nebraska.
yeah. Oh, so he was when he first came back, he was in Sacramento for
Okay.
like a long time.
Yeah.
And then in '63, after my dad was born, that's when he got stationed in Omaha,
Okay.
Bellevue.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And then that's where basically he was there the rest of his career, and that's where my dad grew up. And then
Nice.
yeah, he lived out there basically until he was about 80, and then
Yeah.
came back out here to
Yep.
live with us, and so
Yep.
rest is history.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. So now, like, what? Anything kind of been on your mind? Would you say?
On my mind?
Yeah.
Like with what? Just in
I don't know.
general?
Just anything at this point.
I mean, nothing's really been on my mind. I think it's great that you're starting this podcast.
That's
you know,
cool,
it's
yeah.
something different. You know,
Right.
Got to get started somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good experience. You know, I never
Kochka
done something
experience.
like this. So
Yeah. Right. It's
I
just.
mean, it's fun too. You know.
Right.
I
Yeah,
mean,
for sure.
just to do something that you've never done. You know.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. It's because it's like. It's something. Yeah. It's like so out there because like no one. I don't think anyone in our. Like you know, like no one from our high school like,
Is doing this.
is doing something
Well,
like this
that I know of.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're finding like actual careers and stuff. Like who knows if this can be a career or not? But like
True.
this would be like a really cool hobby though to do.
It's
And-
something a pastime and stuff.
Yeah, it's
you
a
know?
pastime, and it's like cool to reconnect and connect with like people I've talked to in my life.
Exactly.
Kind of like interact and really know the person, stuff like that. I think it's really cool. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I've had a fun time, you know. I mean, reflecting on childhood memories and stuff, you know, it's
Yeah.
always good to do.
Yeah, it's like it's just when you really like like look back and like really think about like take time to think back like wow that really happened to really kids stuff like that. It's just like it's just kind of cool because I feel like in this day and age we don't really like we focus on the present and the future. We never I mean it's not good to think about the past, right? But there's like memories there. That's what's kind of cool about that part.
You always have that.
Exactly, unless you have Alzheimer's, which my grandpa had.
Dementia.
Yeah, dementia.
Ain't nobody tell me I had dementia.
Yeah. But
anything you're excited about this upcoming semester?
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I'm taking a history class online, sociology class online, and then I'm taking a geology class online, and then I'm taking an in-lab geology class, which
in lab.
in the lab, yeah. Dude, I have like I love Miramar, but like it's ironic because they call it a community college, but like you don't really talk to anyone because it's not really like a university where like there's a lot of clubs and stuff, and people just like live like down the street, so they just like go home. That's what I do. So it's like weird because like at least at ASU everyone's like in the same area.
Everyone's kind of like around the Tempe area.
Right,
on University, you go down like a road, everybody lives in like the apartments and stuff,
you can like go get lunch or something like that. But yeah, what classes are you taking semester?
I mean, a lot of my classes are mainly elective classes because I'm actually behind on those. So I have like a weather class, and then I have like
weather.
Yeah, bro. Weather systems and patterns.
That sounds.
And then I have like I was gonna take death and dying, but the seats were like filled for that class. But I'm gonna take wilderness survival and
next Bear Grylls.
And then
Damn.
Catch me out there.
Wait, but hold on. Wait, what was that class again? Wilderness?
Wilderness survival.
Okay, hold up, dude. When we go on hikes in the canyon, like when we go to like some sketchy like foresty area, like this is some white people shit. Like you always tell us that, and I'm like, now you're taking a class like this, bro.
It's wilderness survival, not trailblazing.
Yeah, but like you still gotta like, it's
not like, trailblaze.
I know, but it's safe, dude. Like here, like in the canyon, like in our backyard.
You can't
literally.
say that.
What?
There's coyotes and stuff
dude,
that come.
We could jack
bobcats. You know, a bobcat.
To the mountain lion, though. Did you hear about that?
Or the mountain lion. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bobcat in my backyard.
Oh really?
Yes. Did I not tell you?
No. Tell me that.
I have a bobcat living in my backyard.
Like
with two cubs.
To this day, kind of
yes.
thing.
Like I saw it like last week.
What?
It like was on my.
It's kind of cool though, actually.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Like the paws are like. Yeah.
In raccoons? Or just...
I get scared that my grandpa's gonna be out there and that thing's just.
It's gonna jack him up.
Oh, that'd be pretty terrible.
That'd be a terrible way to go out.
Not something funny.
Yeah.
As I laugh.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be a terrible way to go out?
Terrible.
Yeah. You can eat by a bobcat.
You gotta have like some bear mace on him.
Yeah. Well, because like whenever we went on hikes, it would be like I would call it, me and Daniel would call it like embrace the whiteness trail. And like you're like, nah, I'm not doing that. But I'm like, dude, it'd be worth it. And like I feel like this was like a preparation to this class you're taking. You can tell like the people, like the teachers, like, yo, like I got this. Like I embrace the whiteness trails where we had to go through freaking twigs and
I had to go trail
spider webs and stuff like that.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it'd be interesting because I don't even know what they're gonna like teach us and stuff. They might teach us how to do like make fires and stuff.
That'd be pretty sick.
I mean, I could come back and know how to like kill a lion, not a lion, but like make spears and stuff.
Yeah, like
wildlife.
Like so, yeah, they'll probably teach you like
what berries are good to eat, which ones are poisonous.
Oh, really? That'd be kind of cool, actually. No.
Stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
How to build a hut.
Like and also like water, I assume, like how to purify water.
How to boil it and whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then
something else? Like that. And then I have like two other ones, but they're like online, so
yeah, I got
nothing like really too hard to stress about. And then I have like it's a class for like the interdisciplinary like school that I have to take.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
So I don't even know what that one's about. You just have to take it. So
yeah.
Like a majority of them are online though. I only have like 3 like in class ones this semester. So
are you gonna be stressed about these classes, or are you think you'll be chilling?
I think I'll be chilling.
Okay.
Oh, voice crack. But I mean, I don't think it's anything I should be stressed about too much. But I mean, we'll see. I might walk into this and it might be a lot more tougher than I thought it was. So
yeah. I
guess I won't really find out until Monday. So
right. Yeah. So yeah, you go back tomorrow, right?
Mhm.
That's pretty cool.
So start on Monday and.
You excited?
Mhm. I am. I'm ready to go back.
Ready to go back?
I have everything like packed up. I just have one more suitcase that I gotta get filled up.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, that's cool.
Other than that, I mean, I'm pretty I'm pretty set.
Yeah, that's good.
Ready to see everybody back there. So
now, like,
Kevin in his prime.
any pets? No, I'm not gonna pull that card. I'm not gonna pull that card. I'm not pulling that card again. Not
I have
the
one
pet
guinea
card.
pig.
You do have a guinea pig though, yeah. And also, do you have a rabbit at ASU?
I do.
We should tell about that. Like,
shout out to Kyle.
okay, didn't someone forgot to feed it?
Huh?
Remember, like, there was that scare.
Shout out to Natalie.
Oh, she did feed it.
I thought that she forgot to feed our rabbit.
Okay,
and,
good. Yeah.
She didn't. Well, I don't think she did. I don't know, but
Think it's still alive?
yeah, it is. It is.
Okay,
Kyle
good.
came back yesterday,
Okay,
so
good.
Kyle's my other roommate that I live with, and
Yeah.
we have a bunny named Ooch.
Ooch.
Yes.
Okay.
In Turkish, Ooch means 3, and when we got the
Oh,
bunny, there was
that's
3
Kyle's
bunnies
bunny,
in the
right?
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Well, I mean, it's not like his completely because I paid for half of it. But,
Ooch. Okay.
you know, Ooch 3. That's
Oh,
3 in Turkish, and
okay,
Kyle's
so-
Turkish, so
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
it's
that's
pretty
cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it's funny. It's funny that you
What's
said
funny?
that
Yeah.
about the alpha male thing.
Okay, welcome back to
honestly.
that. All right,
I never. Like,
What do you mean, bro? Okay.
I know. Okay.
Now you got me on a rant now. All right, hold on.
Okay. Well, here we go.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, actually.
Huh?
Yeah, I think you were like an alpha male.
Oh shit.
Seth agrees.
Like in middle school, like I don't think I might pick me up.
Oh, you better. Just better pick it up.
Remember the table? Like everyone was there. You always in the standing up inside.
Oh yeah.
When we're done, we all go down to the field.
Yeah.
I always felt like.
Thanks, bro. Well, damn. Because, dude, I always just felt like, I don't know. I just like I didn't think of myself like that,
Bro.
I just always wanted to be like cool to you guys. I don't know. It was just like.
No, dude, like, come on. You didn't know it was with Preston or Elijah or Chris.
I mean, I like
that never-
with Chris and like you guys. I mean, I just known you guys forever, so I thought it was just like
we
friends.
got
We're just
we
friends.
got accepted to the club.
So it's just like whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And then like with everybody else, I thought it was just like because like they wanted to play football and they're just like I mean,
yeah.
I mean like in middle school definitely I did not feel like that guy. I just
Well, why'd you hate it so much then?
Huh?
Why'd you hate middle school so much?
why did I hate it?
Yeah.
Just
Like a puberty or something?
Yeah,
Like
I mean
typical
everybody started going through puberty, and I like
hormone raging
Dude, I did
teen?
not have. I mean, I didn't hit puberty until late in the 8th grade.
You're a late bloomer?
I was very late bloomer.
Gross.
Well, everybody was hitting puberty and stuff, and I was still in like.
Bro, I was basically a man at like 6th grade.
I was in the fetus years still.
Oh, you were? Yeah.
I mean, I even in like high school, I didn't even hit like strong puberty until junior year.
Really?
So,
Yeah.
That's like when I like grew and stuff. Grew
Okay, I'll say this now. Who do you think is like who was like the most alpha person in high school? Would you say?
Alpha person in high school.
like just big hog, just slinging around, just being this super alpha dude. Keeping that in,
Huh?
We're keeping that in. Okay, yeah.
I don't even, like I can't even think of
That's
it.
losing it, dude. That's a figure of speech. It's a metaphor. Okay.
I don't even know.
Who was like the popular? That's we're gonna rip people apart if we say stuff like that. Damn it. My point is, it's like it's actually good you didn't see yourself as like that guy because like you were you were grounded in that.
Yeah.
Like I guess it's kind of good you're oblivious of that, but like yeah, like you said, it was just we're friends forever, so I didn't really see it like that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I always feel like Chris was always like piggybacking behind you. I'm watching you, Chris. But yeah.
I mean, the golden rule, and then my dad always said, just be nice to everybody. So I mean, I was never gonna be like that guy to be like a dick or try to like bring you down.
Wow.
And I just like I try to keep it real, but like I never
Yeah.
wanted to like be mean. So like if something like
But you do have your
just be
outbursts
real.
moments.
I mean, I do.
I've been a victim of that, I would say.
Because I mean, like I said, like if something doesn't sound right or if you're not understanding what I'm saying, then I'm gonna be like, look, bro.
That's interesting. So how do you deal with people? That's a good question. So how do you deal with people that like you're talking to like a brick wall, like you can't get anything past them, type of deal? Like, you know what I mean? Like you're talking to them, you're trying to tell them like, hey, don't do this. They're just like, no,
and
I'm
they're just not like listening.
Yeah.
I mean, if they don't get it, then I mean I kind of just stop, because I mean it's
even their friends.
at the
Like,
end
what's
of
a
the-
friend that's kind of like
I mean,
acting like that?
I'd
way?
keep on trying. I'd continue and continue. But if they still like, when eventually I'd just be like, all right, bro, like it's your choice. Like I'm not gonna be
right.
on you like your dad because you're a grown man. Like you can
Right.
do whatever you want. But
Yeah.
I've told you multiple times like you need to do this, da 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 da. But I
Right.
mean, if you're not gonna like help yourself or whatever, like that's on you.
That's another interesting thing I've noticed. It's kind of scary. As I get older, I'm taking more and more of my dad's traits. Is that happening to you too?
Same. I noticed that at ASU,
scary,
bro.
Dude. What?
All the time, like all the time. People like, so my dad used to always say, like, if you're still hungry, drink a glass of water. So like when people like when Chris or Kyle's always like, I'm still hungry, I'm like, get a glass of water and like let me know how you feel after, and then we'll get food. Or like just I noticed a lot of the stuff that like my dad does.
Dude,
like,
isn't that weird? Like you're becoming.
I'm like, nah, I'm not like it.
Is Marcus the same way or no?
Kinda. I mean, we kind of like do carry traits from our dad, but like we just don't do it as like our dad was like really blunt with like certain things, so we just don't do it.
I know. Yeah. I've been there.
So.
Yeah.
Great guy though. Great guy.
Yeah. No. Like, yeah. He played in the freaking NFL. That's a pretty cool. Tell that story. That's pretty cool.
NFL.
Yeah, your dad.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, back in the 1920s. I'm kidding.
Nah, but he only played for a couple years, and funny for him, his shoulders too were busted up, which is what ended his career. So
whoa.
Kind of runs in the family, you know.
But he played for the Minnesota Vikings, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then he did sign with the Jets, but I think he like split time. He never really did too much over there.
And what's also really cool, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was in college, it was Coach Schneider, right?
Mm-hmm. Intercepted a pass from him.
That's so trippy. And he was our like high school coach.
Yep, our high school
How
coach.
crazy is that?
I know, small world.
Yeah. So that's just kind of cool, like how
he
the
also
role works.
Yeah. He knocked the running back out that game too.
Really?
Yeah.
That was a savage, dude.
My dad could not play in today's league. He was aggressive.
Oh, like because you probably get away with like more.
Well, so my dad used to target like anybody.
Would he spear guys?
Yeah, he'd spear him with his head. Yeah.
Oh damn.
Crown of the helmet.
Yeah.
Straight. Brain problems.
So wait, now it's interesting. So if you didn't ever have this shoulder issue and you had to choose between track and football to like walk on, what would you pick? Or could you do both?
I tried to do both if I could.
Really? That sounds super.
Well, I would have tried to do football first.
Yeah.
And then if that didn't work out, then I would have did track.
Okay. Yeah.
But I mean, just because football comes up first naturally, like throughout the season or whatever, I would have tried to do football. And if that didn't work out, then I just do track.
Right.
But I mean, for football, I was just gonna try to do like special teams. Cause that's like how you start off.
Yeah.
And then from there, just see wherever that took me. But
right.
I mean, it is what it is.
Because like, do you really, do you think you have the potential to like walk on the team and like really
for track?
For track and stuff like that.
For track, yeah. I think I've looked at the other like jumpers numbers, and I'm like I'm in with the range and stuff. So I mean, I think there would be a chance, but I mean, I just gotta get that opportunity, you know.
Right. Yeah. For sure.
So I mean, if it comes up this year, hopefully, I mean, we'll see. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to do when it comes up.
Yeah.
But if it's next year, I mean, I don't know.
So would you say like right when summer starts? Is that when it's about to heal? Something like in the summer? Like
I mean, yeah, basically during the summer is when it should be like.
So that's when you're like start hitting like the gym and stuff like that, like really going hard kind of thing and exercising and stuff.
Yeah, because I mean I can't even do like lift weights or anything like that for a couple months. So.
Dang, yeah. Is it like a weird humbling thing or not really? You're just like I'm just pissed, like your shoulder. You're like,
my shoulder.
I learned something this life, like I'm crippled.
I mean, it's an experience that I could live with forever. I mean, especially when it was like out. It was out for 2 hours, my shoulder.
Oh.
Right, and that like hurt. They had to give me 2 shots of morphine, and I didn't feel like 3.
Whoa.
It didn't feel like anything. I still felt all the pain.
Right.
All of that. So I mean, yeah, that was something I'll probably never forget. I mean,
yeah,
that was agonizing.
For sure. But I'm surprised. Are you supposed to take communications ASU or no?
I had to my freshman year.
Okay, I think you'll like that class because in that you learn about like how to deal with conflict.
I did. I already took it.
Oh, you read it?
I had to take it freshman year.
Okay, how'd you like it?
It was good. We had to do like 2 speeches. It wasn't too bad, but just happy it's over now.
Right.
But it was the only. We had all the freshmen had to take that class. It was like a prereq or whatever.
Dude, I told you about my professor, right? So the first speech I gave was supposed to be like about experience you had, and I decided to talk about the story how I almost got fired from work because I was cleaning the women's restroom and I had to take a really big shit, and so I put the cleaning sign up.
Yeah.
And then I sit in the toilet, and I think the day prior I just had like smoothies for dinner. Like I was going on some juice cleanse or something.
That's not healthy.
Yeah, well, I was doing it to lose weight. I'm kind of fat at that time. And so I sit there and then like I go do my business and then like I turn around, it's just like literally like seeds. Like, because it's just smoothie at that point. So I'm like, crap. Well, I have a stomach ache. I'm just gonna sit here for a little bit. So I remember I was distinctly watching a Tyro Magnus YouTube reaction video. He's like reacting to some like dank memes or something. I'm like laughing along, and all of a sudden like the door like just swings open, and I hear like these man shoes just like walk in. I freeze, and then the person goes away. I'm like, oh crap! So I pull my pants up, I flush, and I get back to cleaning again. And they get a text from my boss, and he's like, hey, can you come to office number whatever? And I'm like,
I think I remember you telling me this.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay. So I get there, and then like he's like, so was that you like sitting in the woman's bathroom? I'm like, yeah, but I was having like stomach pain. Like that's my excuse or something like that. He's like, that's not really acceptable, I'm like, well, I was like stuttering. I'm like, and he's like, Mike, the security guy, is gonna talk to you about this. So he sends me on my merry way, and I'm freaking out. I'm sweating. Like now, as usual, classic meme right now. I was sweating at that time. I'm just like, I was like getting a rag and wiping like the sweat off. Cause I'm like freaking out in front of like all these like coworkers and stuff. Yeah. And then when I realized I was drying myself off, I was near my cart with all my cleaning supplies. I grabbed one of my pee rags, and that was the pee. that was the rag I was wiping over myself. So I'm like, oh my god, dude, this is so stressful. I can't do this. And I was like wiping all this urine on me, dude. And I'm like, I realized at that moment, like, I smell like urine. And so like, I'm just miserable that day. And I remember like leaving, dude, Seth's losing it. I remember leaving. I was like so depressed. I literally called Papa John's Pizza. I'm like, I don't know, that helps me cope with pain.
That sounded like such like.
It's just Seth losing it. I literally called Papa John's Pizza. I'm like, I just need pizza. And then he's like, all right. And then he said,
I just need pizza. You're not even gonna tell him what.
Sausage and mushroom. Okay, that's the classic. It delivers it. I literally eat it, and I go to bed that day, like at 4 p.m.
You ate the whole pizza?
Yeah, it's large.
A large?
Look at me, dude. I'm portly, dude.
Bro, he's losing all of this, by the way.
Shout out to Miss what's her name? The really thick calf teacher.
In Alaska.
Dude, she had swimmer calves. Dude.
She was a swimmer.
Dude, she was a boomer too. God.
She was a champ.
Anyways, so like the next day, I get to work, and then Corey, my boss, is like, okay, yeah, Mike wants to talk to you like at 9 a.m. This is around like 8:30. So I'm like, dude, I'm like stressing. I'm gonna get fired, right? So then I get called up. I go to his office. I sit down. He's like, don't ever do that again. You can go now. And I walk out. And I was it. We're like 8 seconds. I'm like, phew, if that was close. And I talked to my mom about it because my mom hired me at her job. I'm like an intern, right? And I talked to her about it, and she's like, oh, that's fun. Like, at the end of the day, I was at work day, and she's like, oh, that's funny because at that moment, while Mike was talking to you, he had like a cardiac arrest at that moment. Like, that's why.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
She's like, so he's like, apparently, from his perspective, he was like, you can go now. Like, he was in pain. He was like about to die, so he like just sends me off my merry way like within 8 seconds.
Oh my God.
Because I think he told me he was gonna like, give me like a 10-minute speech of like, don't do that. That's weird.
God,
stuff like
bro.
that. That was my first speech.
So you wiped a pee rag on you just to have a man having a stroke tell you to get out of his office?
Yeah, don't do that again, dude. Well, yeah, and then the second speech, that was the first speech. I remember I was acting so dumb. Like, I was playing like a goofy character. I wore like this hat, this bucket hat, it said dunce on it. Like, I was just playing this character. Yeah. And then I was like being an actor because I was like walking around the room. Like, like those like douchebag professors like this, and they're like talking to you, like they walk like their hands behind their back, like, yeah, today, we're gonna talk about. I was talking like that, and I got like I zero my movement, like it's not like natural. I'm like, bro, that's like the most like come on, like that was like artistic,
art in its finest form.
And then that was the first speech, and the second speech was about like stereotypes. that was kind of a scary one to do. And we just talked about just stereotypes. Yeah, I try to compare like lumpia to egg rolls. No, sorry, like lumpia to like taquitos. I'm like, Mexicans and Filipinos are different. Like they're different, but they're the same because like the Spanish. Because I basically made this stupid like theory that like since the Spaniards conquered the Philippines, like they're Mexican too, or something like that. It did not land well whatsoever. So I said that. And then my third speech, this is going to get you really riled up. I wanted to push the envelope even more. So I talked about like perspective and stuff. And my teacher was like super like, I how do I say this, like passionate politically. I'll leave it at that. So what I did to troll her was I brought a Yang 2020 hat. And then I bought a MAGA hat as well to class. Yeah. So this is where it's weird. So like the day of the speech, I get there and I call up one Asian guy and a white guy. And I tell him before, I'm like, okay, so I'm going to throw people off. So I'm going to give the MAGA hat to the Asian kid. And then the Yang hat to this white guy. So while I'm doing my speech, I call them up. I put the hats on. I'm like, this is why we shouldn't blah, 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 blah. And then people are like going, oh, shit. Like some people are like overreact. I mean, I can see why they react like that. But like people are like freaking out a little bit. And then I remember I told you about this, but like I was talking about like when during my speech about perspective, there was this part where I talked about first impressions. I told you about this, but like it was when I was like saying, you know, as us students, we use rate my professor to find the best professor, and Professor Wilson was like the most credible one, and so I chose her, and she was like. I'm just like, yeah, and so, you know, initially we might not think positive of that person, but since the review said they were positive, we chose her. Some of our opinions might have changed now, but we initially thought, okay, she's the best candidate.
No, yeah.
And then when I said that, you know, I thought I was good, and then I concluded my speech like, you know, we gotta share perspectives and be, you know, just be nice to each other and stuff like that. And I end my speech, people are clapping and stuff like that, and I look over my professor, and she's like, did you really mean that? I'm like, what? And at this time, this is like during December, I was wearing my Santa Claus hat, being all jolly and stuff. And I'm like, what? The ball's moving. I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, well, you said you really mean that about me? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm like doing this.
Completely forgets what he just said.
And then like this lady in the front's like, it was good except for that one part. I'm like, what part? Like, I didn't know at the moment.
Yeah.
And she's just like, no, go back to your seat. Go back to your seat. I'm like, no, can we figure this out? Like, this is communications class. Communicate with me what's going on. Tell me what's happening. And she's just like, no, go back to your seat. Go back to your seat. So I go back to my seat. I'm just like, and this like guy, this like fat guy like leans over to me. Shout out to Jake. He's like, dude, you made her cry. I'm like, what? Like, I thought she was fake crying. He's like, no, you made her cry. I'm like, oh, God. So I get home that day telling my dad, and she's an older lady, and my dad straight up's like, oh yeah, she probably has menopause. I'm like, oh my Dad, that's such a drastic answer. Yeah, I'm like, I don't think it's that. But then we talked about like how she always like jokes about divorcing her husband. She's like, oh, you know, if like my husband did something, I wouldn't mind divorcing him. Oh, like just in class, like what are you doing, lady? And she's like such a boomer, but like.
Oh, you know what annoys me? Oh, I got something now.
Okay, there we go. What grinds your gears,
All right,
dude?
what grinds my gears? When everybody says that an Apple is better than an Android because...
Dude, we have FaceTime. Yeah, we got FaceTime.
Other than that, and iMessage, these are the exact same.
Doesn't the new iPhone have a better camera? Yeah, we have a better camera.
Well, so is the S11.
Doesn't those blow up?
Huh? No, that's the tablets. The Notes.
The tablets blow up, okay.
But I don't have a Note.
Right.
So, but what grinds my gears is when people debate, because they're basically like pretty similar at this point. They honestly just copy each other's like same like the like pull down bar and all that other stuff.
Yeah, good point.
So I mean, also all apples look the exact same. Like when you open an Apple, your Apple like home screen thing looks exactly like somebody else's Apple home screen. Like why is that? Like that's not unique or like special.
I get what you mean.
Like why be like everybody else?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I see what you mean. Yeah. What about like computers? Is that
I mean, no. I mean, MacBooks are good. I'm not gonna. I mean, they're good. It's pretty cool how they don't ever catch viruses or anything.
Yeah.
But HPs are like technically for like school and like business. I would prefer HP because they just overall have like a better like processor and everything. Yeah. They're better for like work and type of.
I mean, I'm a HP printer kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? So that's
exactly.
Really...
But I mean, I think in the future, you know, I think it should be. I don't know where I was going with that. Huh?
The new Razer phone?
Oh yeah, I did see that. So my brother had the original Razer, so it's pretty cool to see the Razer flip phone come out like with the touchscreen and all that. Well, it's like a flip, so it's like the Razer. Do you remember the old Motorola?
Yeah.
And then, so like when you flip it, it becomes like a long screen like this.
Oh, okay.
So that's coming out.
Remember that one phone where like it was foldable? Like that flop, you know,
with the keyboard.
Yeah. It was like
everybody
was the stupidest design ever. I remember Marquez Brownlee like reviewed that. It was like the piece of crap.
Everybody had that, like the flip one, or like the one where you could like slide up and had like the quick.
Yeah, for sure.
Kids are so lucky today.
Yeah, dude.
Their first phone's like
all
an
these
iPhone
freaking
7.
Zoomers, dude. Their iPads.
Zoomers?
They are Zoomers. You know,
You
actually,
this millennial generation.
I just realized we're Zoomers because I looked at
Gen Z.
Yeah, we're Zoomers.
Yeah, we're Gen Z.
Yeah, we're all Zoomers here. Cool.
Zoom.
Because we're not putting that crappy like, oh, millennials are this. You know what I mean? We have our own stereotypes, but at least we're not like part of that group. we're still like coming to age of like why older people hate us. You know what I mean?
True.
I mean, maybe we share some like the millennial type of stereotypes, but I feel like it's nice to be our own thing. Like we're like the next, you know what I mean?
We're like in between millennials and in between the like kids like now.
Yeah,
it's kind of like interesting.
It's not trippy, yeah.
We're at it's pretty cool. We came at a very like good time for technology because we saw like the growth of cell phones and all that stuff.
Yes and no, but like
YouTube.
What's gonna here's the thing. What's gonna happen like 50 years from now? Yeah, I'm kind of scared.
It's gonna be like AI and robots. I saw something the other day where Samsung has like these robotic arms and they like make food for you and stuff. Well, that's the stuff that like takes over the world. I don't mess with the robots. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like 50 years from now, bro. Like we're gonna be
iRobot
uploaded to the Will Smith, right? Yeah, we're gonna be uploaded to like the iCloud. Like just us for to plug in. You know, like, it's just me trippy.
No.
Honestly, I hope I die like at 95.
Wow.
Because it's gonna get worse here, dude. Like global warming, all that crap. You know what I mean? Like by the time we're in our old age, like
leave it to the kids.
Leave it to the kids
to solve. The kids, the young kids of this world.
Yeah, let Jack Yang worry about it, dude. Honestly, bro.
Well, is he gonna stop it?
Probably. He's super smart.
Something like that.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Well,
before we end it real quick, I asked this to Chris. I'm asking this to all my guests. What word for this year would you apply yourself to? Like what any word you can think of, like what applies to you, and it kind of explain in that like in a minute, like why you chose that word. What if you can describe it in one word? What do you want to be this year?
Well, I mean, enthusiastic or positive because, I mean, I guess mainly positive just because with all this, I can't like do what I can't like play basketball or sports. I'm pretty much like inactive for a couple months, and so like for me that kind of sucks because I like to like run around and go like do like all that stuff, but got to stay positive and you got to stay enthusiastic basically just to like get through it all and everything, because otherwise you just get like bummed out and everything.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I think you always just have to have that type of mindset because otherwise, I mean, you're not going to be in a healthy place,
Right, for sure.
Surround yourself with good people that keep you up too,
It's a good way to end it. All right, guys, that concludes Life Coach Kochka podcast with my best friend Tyler Slaton. Catch you guys later.